Select your character.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. So for Knuckles' story, it is an RNG story, so there's only so much that I can put in a tutorial. So I'm just gonna do my best to explain why I do specific things and certain strats that can explain. Hey Kaisen. I saw you were running a Sonic story earlier. How'd the runs go? Okay, for Speed Highway, the first thing you want to do is check for the window piece, which you can do really easily if you just line straight forward, like you right as you spawn, you jump and start flying very quickly. Fly straight forward, you'll clip right through the window, and then that's how. That's why that's a good piece to get, because it's very easy to get fast. Nice. And there's so what I do is I want to check as many pieces as possible as quickly as possible. So. Alright, so this piece is... Yep, that's that tunnel. So... That one triggers after you're already on the roof. So it's not too hard to figure out. And the easiest way that I've found to get it is to just actually hit that bumper pad. And then after you get it, you can restart to spawn up here. Enemy. Alright, this is solid RNG, but I'm gonna show the rest of my route for this level. So I would check that piece because that piece doesn't trigger until right about here, so it's pretty easy to check for. And then when I back out through that door, you can check the red building triggers around here, and then here, 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 and here. And that checks every piece in the level, that route. Start to spawn here. I'll just die at the start of the Casinopolis to get lives back.
Good enough.
Not a huge deal. Now I'm going to Casino. So just go straight through the hotel. And the reason that I do a very low glide when I start moving is because it gets me up to full momentum very quickly. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let this thing kill me to get lives. Right, so, pieces. That piece that I had before, that was green and blinking very fast, is right up here. Like, if it's green and blinking very fast right as you spawn, that's where it is. If it's just green, then it's in the chute here, which you can either get it the intended way by jumping up here and then, you know, hitting there, or the faster way to do it is to jump on these slot machines, jump, hold back for about half a second, and then hold forward. Just hold the jump key all the way. And then as soon as you hit this ledge and land on it, just let go of your thumbstick and he'll climb up on his own. Anyways, that piece is upstairs. Okay. Check around the side here. Check for a shower room. The shower room turns green when you get to here, so that's how I tell where it is. And this is a very good piece. Oh. Both of these pieces are upstairs, but the piece in the ring room won't actually trigger the radar until you're right about here. So keep that in mind. You have to go pretty far in to check it. And it's these two pieces. This enemy, and up here. In there. I'll get it in just a second. There are a couple other things I want to show. One thing is, shower room is a very bad piece to get, but if you get it last, it mitigates a lot of the speed you lose. One of the best ways to do that, if you're getting it from upstairs, is you fly down here with this corner, and then just jump and start gliding right into that wall, and you'll clip out. And then, let's see. For the piece that's over here, it's always in the same enemy. It's always this one right here. One in the back, second from the left. It will always be that specific piece. And, there are two ways to get the piece here in the gear room. You can either get on top and go through that door, and that's usually the best option. But if you happen to have the right amount of height, you can also climb up to here, and you can clip through the ceiling or the wall like that.
Found it.
Depending on the height you're at.
Good enough.
So that's another reasonable way to get that piece. For this one. Try to run straight in there. Now what I do here is I hold one of the camera buttons as the cream cutscene ends, and that locks the camera ahead of me, otherwise it will spin around behind me. Now it's Chaos 2. So this fight, what you want to do, pretty simple. Right at the start, you fly into it to knock it into a corner and hit it, and then right after you hit it, just jump, and that forces it to stand up right away instead of going into the bubble again. So that's very easy boss. Good time is around an 11 or 12 second. Chaos 2, that was kind of like a 12.4. And you need to get the shovel claws. Go ahead and get the monkey destruction switch here. Then just run straight to Red Mountain. Alright, so, first of all, if you spawn into the level and it's already blinking green, the piece is back here, right here. That's a pretty decent piece. It's not great, but it's not. So my route for this level is I fly forward here to check this piece and the ladder piece, and then fly over here, take the rocket. It is this piece, so I grab it, wrap around the back here to check the piece back there, because it's a jerk. You check here, drop down lower, and it's okay. So it's enemy, and it's that piece. Okay. So that's a little bit rough RNG because the pieces were across the map from each other, but 50 is reasonable for that RNG.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Oh no!
Fly into Sonic for the first hit because it gets you 2 bumps faster,
Oh no!
and then just boom for the second 2. And be careful not to hit him too early, or else, you know, you have to hit him again. So for Chaos 4, this is similar to Tails in that you just want to be in the air as much as possible when he's Chaos 4 is going to be choosing his attacks, so. It was kind of bad. I got caught on the lily pad there and got a little bit slower attack. Best possible attack is the splash. Like that. So, the routes that I'm showing for each level, they're 100% variable, and they change depending on which pieces I get. So don't be careful not to just like follow them 100%. Yeah, you kind of have to make smart decisions based on which pieces you get, and these are also not the fastest routes. This is what I would use if I needed to do a no reset run, so I wanted to check every single piece. There are different routes that I use when I'm looking to get the best possible time that are faster. Alright, so now Chaos 4 is done. It's time to go to Lost World. Be careful here not to go too fast, leave this area too fast, or you'll despawn the gold statue. As long as you're still in the temple area when you hear when the ding song goes off, that means that the statue is locked in place and you're fine to leave to go get the other statue. If you leave too soon, then it can despawn the golden statue, and then you have to go back to the beginning of the area to get it. And the loading zone isn't here right away, so you kind of have to just wait for it. For Lost World, I'm just going to show the fastest strat, because it's also easy. What you want to do is, first of all, don't go behind this thing just like from the capsule bounce, or else some weird stuff happens. Weird stuff happens with gravity if you do that. What you want to do is stand behind it, start running, and you get a little bit of speed. Press start, hold left on the thumbstick, and then pause. I did it wrong. It's actually fine if you fall, but I want to show the fast way to do it first, and then I'll show the recovery strat. And yeah, you'll right there. Alright, anyways, if you fall, here, I'll... So, here's what happens if... You want to immediately start flying, and you can climb up this thing. Just be careful of the camera change. And then you want to be gliding into the cutscene there. Just note, it ended a little immediately for me. If you have finished Lost World as Sonic, there will be a capsule there that you have to hit. And you can fall through the floor if you're not careful. So, that's why I say to glide into it. Easy, you just run right up to the Master Emerald. Then you're gonna Death Warp.
Oh!
I'm actually gonna kill myself at the start of Skydeck so that I can
No
have lives.
planes are currently in service.
Because I need at least one extra life for a strat. So, I'm going to show the safer route here, which is to get the power clouds. What you want to do is fly right along the right side of this wall, and then you can land on the leaves there. Run up the leaves, grapple to this wall, and then right to the power clouds. Then you want to run down this hill, or jump off, because it gets you up to full speed a little bit faster.
What's going on?
Fly over there to trigger the cutscene of the ship changing.
This thing's always changing.
And you can just skyd.
I sense the Master Emerald. It can't be far.
So let me just go ahead and... So for this level, what you want to do is tilt the ship back. So just like pull the stick back. If you're worried you're gonna have to backtrack, you want to pause like right away as soon as you start tilting it back. Otherwise, it's fine, and you can, and that'll make it your movement back towards this side faster. If you're not worried about having to go backwards, then you can just let it go. So here, you grab it, hit back, and then as soon as you hit back, you pause. Like that. Now the ship barely tilts at all, but these things still open. So I check down here, check both of the corners, because those won't trigger if you're the start. Check here for that piece. Check here, and I got this piece. That's a good piece. And there, I'm up here. It's not either of the pieces up there, so put that. Check here. Hopefully it isn't here, but that's a possibility. So then you fly over here. It could be... It's not the enemy, it's in there this time. So I'll show that in a second. I'm gonna find the other piece, which I have an idea of where it might be. Yeah. This one? Nope, it's the bad piece. Okay, so that gives me a chance to show both clips actually, but that's alright. So if you get this piece, normally you would have to move the ship to move that container out of the way. Instead, I'm going to show a clip to get to it. So, stand underneath this bridge thing, jump up and fly into the wall. And then you can actually just land on the inside here. I screwed it up. It's not too difficult, it's just it made it a mistake. So once you're in this area, just jump, and then dig. That'll get it. And then you can just jump out of it. So, for this piece, there's this line right in the middle of the two above the triangle. That's what you're looking to clip through. You just fly into it. Just as a note, you can get out of this, but the only way the fastest way to get out of it is just to restart. And it's also doable on this one. Just be careful because there's an enemy in there. But you get out. Because it is possible to get out of there, but it's very difficult. It's the easiest way to get out is restart. So anyways, let's grab this piece.
Found it. Good enough. The last missing piece. All right. Hey, what happened here? I finally found all of the
Now it's
missing emerald
Chaos
pieces.
6. Go for Chaos 6. A pretty easy fight. What you want to do is you want to hit 2 of the ice robots before he starts sucking things in. Throw that in, and then do the super, I forget the name of the attack. But do that, and that'll let you 2-cycle him.
Is that all you've got?
But 21 is a little slow, but not bad. I normally shoot for a low 20 on
I'll probably
if
be
I'm
on
using
the
the power gloves.